Hi, I'm going to talk for a couple minutes about selecting the right rabbit stock, and I'll just kind of go through my rabbits and tell you why I chose what I chose and how they worked out. These rabbits here are New Zealand whites. I chose New Zealand whites because they were frankly the only kind of meat rabbit that was available in my area, but I also figured that if there were lots of New Zealand whites around, it likely meant that there were lots of people who wanted to buy New Zealand whites. And you can see right here that they are rather tame-ish animals. They're not very wild. They don't run around much. These here are 8 weeks old, and they're really ready for butchering right now. See, isn't that precious? This is a young New Zealand white rabbit. It's about 4 pounds, about 8 weeks old, which is great because that means that she'll be able to give you a quick return for what you put into them. These are rabbits meant for meat. They're not meant for pets. They make great pets, but that's not their primary purpose. When you are planning a meat rabbit operation, you really do need to get purebred stock and stick to breeding purebred rabbits. You'll be able to sell them for more when you sell them live for breeding stock for other people because you haven't crossed them with anything and there's no kind of confusion about how it works. And they're going to be much more efficient in converting food into meat for you, which is really the primary goal, to do this on a rather cost-efficient or cost-effective basis. There are other kinds of meat rabbits aside from New Zealand whites. The other big popular one is called the Californian rabbit. It has a lot going for it. It has black ears and black feet. There are other kinds, Rexes, Champagne d'Argents, and such. But white rabbits are easier to butcher. The hair doesn't show up as much on the carcass. They seem to be lighter and cleaner. But, you know, sky's the limit. If you can find something else that you like, that's good. Just make sure you get purebred stock and that you're careful about where you buy them from. Don't fret about spending money on your initial seed stock. It's really okay to spend 20 bucks a rabbit, 30 bucks a rabbit for your initial stock. Just get 3, and in no time at all you'll be able to have a lot more if you want to expand. It doesn't take a lot of time to expand your little rabbit operation because they breed like rabbits. When you buy them, I recommend buying 8-week-old rabbits. There's nothing wrong with that. They'll be cheaper. They will, the main thing is they'll be cheaper, and they'll get used to your surroundings before you actually breed them. If you buy a breeding doe and then breed her as soon as you get her to your place, she might not take just because she's not used to her new cage. So let them grow up in the area and let them get used to their new cages.